It's past midnight at a seismic station in Alaska, and the instruments have just picked up something that shouldn't be possible. Signals that traveled straight through the center of the Earth are arriving late. Something 3,000 miles beneath your feet is changing. Scientists now believe Earth's inner core, a solid metal ball the size of the moon, has been slowing down. Some data suggests it may have stopped spinning compared to the surface entirely. It might even be turning backward. So, should you be worried? To understand what's really happening down there, we need to take a little trip. Straight down. First comes the crust, the thin shell we all live on. If Earth were an apple, the crust would be the skin. Below that lies the mantle, 1,800 miles of rock so hot it flows like extremely stubborn caramel. Then things get weird. The outer core is an ocean of liquid iron and nickel, hotter than the surface of the sun. This churning metal creates Earth's magnetic field, the invisible shield that protects you from solar radiation every single day. And at the very center sits the inner core, a solid metal sphere crushed under pressure millions of times greater than at the surface. Here's the strange part. The inner core isn't attached to anything. It floats, free to spin like a ball inside a ball. For decades, scientists believed it was spinning slightly faster than the rest of the planet. Until one day, it wasn't. I'm Mac yourself did for Vakethemmerk. You can't send a probe down there. The deepest hole humans ever drilled didn't even reach 1% of the way. So scientists use earthquakes instead. Every large quake sends shock waves through the planet, like a free X-ray of the Earth. Some of those waves pass right through the inner core before reaching sensors on the far side of the world. Researchers studied pairs of nearly identical earthquakes striking the same spot years apart. The waves should have looked identical. In the 1990s, they didn't. Proof that the inner core was rotating a little faster than the surface. But in quakes after 2009, the differences vanished. The core had stopped moving compared to the ground above. Then it got stranger. Newer data suggests the core began drifting the other way, as if spinning in reverse. But before you start Googling core collapse survival kits, here's the twist. This has almost certainly happened before. Old earthquake records reveal a pattern. The core speeds up, slows down, stops, and reverses roughly every 70 years. The last turnaround happened in the early 1970s. This might not be a malfunction. It might be a heartbeat. The core swings like a pendulum, pulled one way by the magnetic field and dragged back by the gravity of the mantle. So does any of this actually affect you? Surprisingly, yes. Just not in a disaster movie kind of way. The core is so massive that when its spin changes, the length of your day shifts by about a millisecond. These cycles may also nudge Earth's magnetic field, like the weak spot over the South Atlantic where satellites sometimes glitch. And the magnetic North Pole has been sprinting toward Siberia, forcing scientists to update the maps your phone relies on. Not everyone agrees on what the data shows. Some think we're just watching the pendulum in the middle of its swing. If the cycle holds, the core will slow, stop, and swing back sometime around the 2040s. The planet will barely notice. But remember, deep beneath your shoes, a metal ball the size of the moon is ticking like an enormous clock, and we only just noticed.